Greetings, fellow earthlings, and welcome to part 6 of this series. Is it part 6? I don't know. I think it is. It's part 6. Anyway, we've still got the Mongols coming into Europe. The Crusade for Cairo, the second Crusade for Cairo, I should say, is underway now. Venice are here. There's also jihad targeted on Constantinople, so they're of course coming this way as well. The Egyptians and the Turks here, and then there's also a Danish Crusading army. Denmark's doing well, Milan's doing well, and Poland's doing okay. Poland's doing okay. Spain's having a good game. That's the other one I wanted to mention. Spain's doing well. This front here, finally seen some violence. And yeah, it's looking good. Hungary's looking good as well, taking Constantinople and moving into Turkey. Good for Hungary. It sounded like some settlement got exterminated there. Can't see any major changes on the map. Denmark and Byzantium are at war. Milan and Sicily are at war. There's not much of Byzantium left anyway, but Milan and Sicily, that could be interesting. Yeah, they're trying to take Corsica again. Sicily and Moors offside of peace. That's not going to change the map too much. And France still has not done a thing. They've just lost settlements. They've lost the capital to the Danish. Looks like they've just lost an army there as well. And these three cities here, they're not going to do that well on their own, especially when they're surrounded by so many enemies. France are just going to get absorbed. So I can't see any settlements that were taking that turn. Nope, so just move on. Scotland's having a strange game today. Well, not today with this series, I mean. You know, they've unified Scotland, which they usually do. They've taken Ireland, which is normal. But from to take Norway and Sweden, that's weird. Scottish Sweden. Are they going to take Finland as well? Who knows? England and Portugal are at war. Byzantium and Turks are at peace. Remember, I said this last episode, the Portuguese are going to land and take either Wales or Ireland at some point in this game. There's like a 90% chance it's going to happen. It always happens whenever I play. The Portuguese do some stupid thing where they try and take one of these two settlements. It always happens. Right, Scotland is sieging York. And I think the English have this under control. The music stops when I thought it was going to crash. Won't be too bad at crashing this early on because it means I won't have to record too much extra, but Denmark and the Turks are at war. Byzantium and the Turks are allies. Yeah, just straight after war, straight into an alliance. Okay, so the jihad, I don't think it's going to take Constantinople, to be honest. With this massive Spanish army here, they might possibly defend that. Spain will be at war with the Egyptians, won't they? Yeah, look at that. Is Egypt at war with everybody? Well, every Christian faction at least. No, not Portugal. Not Russia. So apart from Portugal and Russia, Egypt are at war with every single Christian faction. If you count Russia, because it's Orthodox Christianity, so they can't join the Crusade anyway, so it makes sense why they're not at war. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be successful down here. The Mongols, yeah, but once they eventually get there, they're going to cause some devastation, and the Crusade seems to have slowed down a little bit. Is this all we've got left of the Venetian Crusade? Did it get attacked or something? Ah, there it is. I was just clicking on the wrong unit banner. I thought I was clicking on the wrong one. Oh, the Scottish did take York. That's going to be good for Scotland, bad for England. And who's taken Vienna here? The HRE, but I don't know if they already had that or if they took it. I can't remember. But yeah, they took York. Lots of English priests around here having a little party as well. I don't know why they're having a party. And this Inquisitor just probably take them all out. Just one at a time. Right, so the Mongols have crossed into Polish territory now. Yeah, it failed, I thought it would. Mongols are the richest faction. Portugal and England are at peace, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, the Mongols, they don't take Kiev. There's no chance Poland have defending here, but it depends where they're going to go next. Are they going to like loop back round here again for no reason, or are they going to push into Europe and actually do something big? The French Crusading army. This could actually do something. It's unlikely, but they could do something. You know, France hasn't taken the settlement yet. Portugal haven't taken the settlement yet, but I can understand Portugal, because they start in a very compact part of the map. It's a difficult one, but France has no excuse. Come on, France. You're letting me down. Denmark, nope, not them. Yeah. Well, Denmark and Spain are allies. Venice and Sicily are at war. Not much has been happening on this coastal front here. Like, no Venetians landing here or Sicilians landing here, except for then. Okay, just ran through me wrong, Sicily. Football denounced. Well, if you're a football fan, that's unfortunate. If you're not a football fan, then do you really care? Oh, the Mongols have settled Kiev. Have made this their capital. Okay then, let's see what they're going to do from here on. Are they going to continue expanding into Poland or Russia? Probably don't want to take Crimea as well eventually. And these rebel settlements over there. It's going to be interesting to see where they go next. Yeah, it looks like we're going further into Poland. Okay, so England are at war with Spain. They do have a border, that'll be interesting to see. The Turks are at war with France. Yeah. I know France has a Crusading army over there, that might do something, but probably not. It's France, they haven't taken the settlement yet. Then they keep on joking about that until they get wiped out, and then they just keep on joking about that. England and Denmark have signed an alliance. That's good for England, that defends them on this front here. Also that while it's Spanish here. And the HRE and Moors are allies. So this is the English-Spanish front now. I think Spain has more soldiers here, and oh, we got a successful crusade. Venice taking Cairo, although they have lost a city in modern-day Greece to the Sicilians. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, they lost this settlement. They took Cairo, and they've got quite a good defence there, although Egypt are besieging it again. There's a Danish army here as well. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do now that the Crusade is over. Are they just going to return home, disband, or try and take Alexandria? Who knows? England and Portugal are at war again. They're probably going to sign peace in 2 turns. Yeah, and successful crusade. Well done, Venice. Anything else happened? Nothing I can see. Okay, so some alliances, and yep, as I said, England and Portugal have signed peace. The Mongols are going in for Poland now, trying to take the castle of Hauch. I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, but I'm almost certain to take it. I thought they lost for a second then. Yeah, so they've taken back, that's their second settlement, and we're just keep on moving through Europe, I think. England and Spain have signed peace, so nothing happened with that war either. The Danish are trying to take Angers from the French. France seems mostly safe down here. Where's that? Yeah, here's the French army. They need this in Europe. They need to, or maybe they could like do something from Attila to like go nomad and just like find a new homeland in Turkey or something in these mountains there and just defend it. That would be interesting if we found a new French Turkey. A French homeland in Turkey. That would be interesting. Very like Attila Total War or Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion as well. That's a good game. If I can get it working again, I'll do a time lapse on that. That's good. See if Western and Eastern Rome can survive. England and Denmark have signed an alliance. I thought they'd already done that, but oh well. Russia and Mongols have signed an alliance. That's good for Russia. They need that. They don't want the Mongols attacking them right now. Keep the Mongols occupied with Poland and eventually Hungary and all the other ones as well. That's going to work well for Russia. I wonder which faction is leading, because I don't know if you know, I'm deciding the winner by how many settlements they have compared to how many they start with. So for example, England start with 3 settlements and they have 6 settlements altogether. They retook York, so their overall score will be 3. Scotland have 5 settlements, but they started with 1, so their overall score will be 4. That's how I'm doing it. I'm not going to like go through and count them, but it looks like possibly Denmark is leading right now. Maybe even Egypt, although they've lost the capital, they do have a lot of settlements. So yeah, England and Portugal are at war again. France has surrendered to Denmark, and some alliances have, of course, been signed there. Yeah, so Egypt, Denmark, Milan, they're all looking good. So even Spain's doing well. If it could just like remove Portugal, take the Papal States out of there, unite the Iberian part of the world, then yeah, then they'll be looking really good. And with this part of France as well, and probably going to take Toulouse as well eventually. Spain are at war with Milan. That's going to be a brutal war. Spain and Denmark have broken their alliances, although they don't share a border, so it's not going to be that brutal. It's very like France is being used here as like a buffer state between them, a no man's land. And if Milan and Spain start taking these and battling each other, that's going to be brutal. Just these 2 massive factions tearing each other apart. I look forward to seeing that. Okay, so how are the Mongols doing? Are they still going through? Venice retook that part of Greece. Sounds like a lot of people died there. So the Mongols have pushed down south, and it looks like they're breaking up their armies a little bit and just going in several directions at once. Yeah, they've got 2 settlements under siege here. They're probably going to take both of them. And they're also, looks like they're wanting peace of Hungary as well. Don't hurt Hungary. My guess is that Hungary is going to win, either Hungary or England. That's my guess. Get off Hungary. Hungary's doing well as well. I want to see them win this. And Denmark, yeah, it looks like the army's not going to do much, is it? Hungary's not doing much as well with this former Crusading army. A random Scottish guy over here. Okay then. Don't know where the Frenchman has gone. Where are the French? Did they get defeated, or have they on the... Yeah, they're on this boat. They're going to sail all the way around the Mediterranean back to France. They've not had a good game so far. Oh, and the AI has built another fort. Not in the most useful location. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in as soon as it'll let me. Time for everyone. Okay. Yeah, not the best thing, but I like it when the AI builds forts. It's a piece of strategy that I rarely see them do whenever I play. It's nice, I like it. Denmark and Scotland are at war. That's not going to be good for Scotland. They're probably going to lose... oh, Denmark took Helsinki. They're probably going to lose Sweden and Norway. Or maybe Denmark might lose parts of their territory, who knows. Scotland might do well. We don't have any armies up here, so I doubt it. Maybe it's a Scottish army. Now they've got a former Crusading army over here. They have no army that I can see. Oh, it's not looking good for Scotland. And England are coming in with an army. I'm surprised England hasn't wiped out Scotland yet. Surely they must have the soldiers to do it. Yeah. I admit they're defending London a lot. Yeah, the English and the Scottish, they don't seem to have many armies really. Like Scotland, across the entire faction, it has nothing. Apart from the Crusading army. Or former Crusading army I saw down here. That can't do anything, really. Byzantium still holding on in these two settlements here. Bold predictions. Yeah, someone's predicted we're all going to go bold. Spain and Milan are at peace. Okay, so we saw nothing out of that war. I think Denmark's going to want to take Angers. They've tried to sign some like puppet state sort of agreement with France. I don't think they want it anymore. I think they want the settlement. You can see it because they have armies there. Oh, and England's built a fort as well. Oh, that's nice. My mouse is lagging again. I don't know why it keeps doing this. It's not the screen that lags, it's just my mouse. Probably a problem inside the mouse or something. So it's about how old is it? France and England are at war. England don't have much of an army. Oh, it looks like France declared war. Oh, can they take a settlement? Let me have a look. Let me click on. Right, we've got 3 stacks against 2. France could do it here. I think France can do it. The mouse, by the way, is about 7 or 8 months old, so for me with a mouse, that's quite old. They're usually broken by then, because I do like a lot of clicking and stuff on lots of different games. I like to play fast as well, like just clicking and seeing how fast I can go. Anyway, Russia and Denmark are at war. Denmark could lose Helsinki from this, but I don't think Russia's going to happen. And some truces and stuff being signed here. Are Russia wanting to take Helsinki? Have they done some army there? Or have they done to leave it for now? No, that's a lot of trade Russia has. Yeah, just all these little wagons here. But the big question, oh no, the French lost. They have an army though. They have an army. If it would just take one English settlement and do something to stop themselves from being a big embarrassment in this entire series, that would be good. Milan took Corsica as well. No, I didn't see that on the map. Still looks like that's Sicilian's control. Now that I zoom in, it's clearer, but yeah, didn't notice it. Oh, well done, Milan. Milan's having a good game. England, of course, have an army here. They're probably going to try and take Toulouse. Come on, France, do something, please. Egypt retook the capital.
A new plague.
Yeah, the plague.
The Black Death rides upon the wind.
Okay, so that's going to start spreading through now. Ooh, France has Cain under siege, or however you know meant to pronounce this. Cain? Can? I don't know. England do have some reinforcements, but I don't think these English reinforcements are going to be enough. I think France are going to take a settlement. I think they're going to do it, at last. The Mongols are doing really well now. They've got like 6 settlements, I think. What else was I going to say? I have something else. Ah, yeah, I saw this. So Constantinople, it rebelled. It's now its own rebel settlement. Which, you know, I think this rebel Constantinople, I think this can win. I think it's going to survive to the very end. No one's going to be able to take rebel Constantinople. This is going to last forever. I'm certain of it. I'm not certain he's going to get absolutely wiped out by everyone. Everyone wants a piece of Constantinople. Yeah, the plague is here now. It's going to be interesting to see how the plague is going to affect everyone. I don't think I can see which city the plague is in. It only says no signs of a plague. Does that mean it has no plague or that I can't see it? I don't know. I doubt it will let me see it, so... Yeah, I doubt it. Oh, come on. France, France, France. What are you doing? They actually, unless they retreated, they lost the siege. Why, France? Why? You've become the joke of the series. Why? Okay, so got to end the video here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.